So, D man, this be the last question. And y'all, I'm telling you, I listen to them a lot, so this is why. What books did you read, man, to give you the mindset that you have?
Anything that was relevant to the situation that I wanted to be in. So it's like everybody's going to have their list of books and what they feel like you should be reading, but that doesn't make any sense to an individual starting off, because that might not even be your path. Like, why am I going to give you a whole bunch of finance books to read when you want to be a doctor? It doesn't make any sense. So you have to understand what you're really out there for. Like, what are you really trying to accomplish in life? And who's really good at it, already doing what you want to be doing. Those are the people that you need to be learning from.
That's the people that you need to be trying to get close to.
Those are the people that you need, because the truth be told, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, with this internet game, you have a lot of people out here that look like gurus because they got the money, they might have the cars, they might have the houses, whatever the case may be. They talking the right game.
That they made off of your ass.
It just looks really, really, really good. At the end of the day, that information that they're giving you is information that anybody can get, but they're making their money off of your attention. And it's something totally different from an individual who's already experienced life, who's experienced the life in the way that you want to experience and has that knowledge. They're much more willing to give that knowledge for free than charge you for it, because they've already been there. So be wary of individuals trying to charge you of the knowledge that you already know that's out there for free. Be very wary of those individuals, especially if it's a high ticket item. And it's not saying that every individual that charges you a fee for the knowledge is trying to scam you. It's you need to be qualifying these individuals, because a lot of them are not qualified to be charging you what they're charging at all.
You know what I say? So I always said this back in the day. Me and you both, we have been blessed to meet a lot of people in our lives.
Indeed.
That gave us the information to the game for free.
Man.
You know why they gave us the information? They gave us the information because they saw that we was hungry. And they knew we was going to either get it through them or we was going to get it through somebody else. And if we get it through somebody else, we was going to be competition to them.
That's it.
That's really what it came down to.
That's literally it.
Yeah. So I'm not going against the gurus, but I will say you need to kind of pay attention to understand that, people that really want to see you successful, they don't have to charge you for it. But if I know that it's a good chance you ain't gonna fucking do it, you ain't gonna use none of the information I give you, then yeah, I'm gonna charge you for it.
You have to understand, like, everybody out here is moving for a reason. You know, and the thing is everybody's motive is gonna be different. An individual that has money is gonna be totally different compared to a person that doesn't have that same amount of money to screw off. And my point in saying that is, if I have a business owner that is well off, well established, and they're giving me the same information that an individual with no business is giving me, like, who would you be more keen to listening to? And for whatever reason, you know, a lot of times we've been listening to the lower tier individuals because their presentation is better. Not realizing it's not about the presentation, it's about who this individual is giving me this information. Because like I said, like, if I put you in a room with a President Bush, and I put you in a room with your local politician, and you ask these individuals specifically information that's going on right now about this country, who are you going to be more interested in listening from? Of course, most likely it's going to be your president, because most likely they have a better understanding, a more of a grasp of what's going on an overall scale, and that's how you need to be. In life right now, there's so many options that you have, but the resources are right there for you to take advantage of. That's your own fault if you're not taking advantage of it. But once you start doing that, look at what you have at your fingertips.
Once you start doing it, the doors just open.
It's scary.
They just open, and they open in a way that makes you say, how do 10 doors open at one time? Like, you start getting, that's when that saying, like, I will say this, I realized I was kind of doing pretty good when I started running out of time in the day.
Right. Now let me ask you this: when you're running out of time in the day, how are you battling that mental challenge of knowing that you're losing time that you need, but it's frustrating you and you still have to continue doing what you're doing with a positive mindset?
The best thing I say is I use my calendar a lot. Google Calendar, it's free. I put all my events in there and I go from there. I'm still learning to understand the difference between something valuable and something that I can do tomorrow. I'm still learning that.
Okay.
So I would say that.